All right, now, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to create a level of comfort that they cannot find anywhere else. You noticed I didn't say, we got a best value guaranteed exchange program, baby. What do you think? Oh, nobody else got that kind of thing. No. I picked on the fears. Do people in New Jersey fear paying a car dealer too much for a vehicle? Yes. Bring it out. Ask them specifically. You worried about paying us too much? If you're not, you're crazy. You ought to be worried about it. It's been our job for 100 years to get as much money as we can out of you. But things have changed. True or false? True. Things have changed. Look, if you're going to make a lot of money selling cars, you're going to have to develop a clientele. You're going to have to sell more vehicles than you have in the past to make more money, or even to make the same money. In our, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Well, guess what? You're going to get a different result if you keep on doing what you've been doing. It's going to be a worse result. But what your management team has done is they have given you one powerful son of a pitching tool here. But it is only as good as your conversation you have with your customer. And you notice I said conversation, not presentation. What's the difference?
Conversation is a normal thing you would have with somebody to make them feel at ease, while presentation is out of the book.
Okay, that's one definition. A presentation is one way. Okay, I'm talking at you, baby. And if I'm talking at you, how do I know what you're hearing or retaining? The answer is I don't. But if I'm having a conversation with you, I'm getting feedback. If Annette says, no, I'm not scared of paying your ass too much, I did my research, I'm going to go, well, you know what? You are one smart young lady, but I'm going to take it one step further. We're going to guarantee you can't pay us too much, and don't you even try, okay? Sometimes people try us on. They try to pay us too much. We will not let them. I mean, you can have a blast with this. When you understand what it is, why it's there, how to do it becomes really easy. Why is it there? Why do we have a best value guarantee? It's this simple. To eliminate the customer's fear of paying too much for a Motor Trend certified vehicle at All American. Why do we have an exchange? By the way, an exchange policy is a pain in the ass. But let me tell you how often it happens. What's the exchange program? What fear do we eliminate? Not overpaying. That's best value guarantee. Buy the wrong car. Have you ever had a customer who left because they just weren't sure that that particular vehicle was the right vehicle? They're going to come back. No, they're not coming back. They're going to go to another store, then another store, then they get really tired, then they buy. The problem is they're 20 miles away when they buy. This is designed to help the customer say yes by eliminating two of their primary fears. And the third fear is, Annette, when you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle, are you sometimes concerned about buying somebody else's problem?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you should be, because obviously the vehicle got traded in for some reason. Look, we've gone to great ends to eliminate that fear as well, and here's how we do it. First of all, we put it through a very exacting inspection process. It not only has to pass All American's inspection process, then it has to pass Motor Trend's. Then I'll lay down the Motor Trend inspection form right in front of her. We check all these things out. And you know what? If they don't pass, we have to fix or replace it, or guess what? We can't Motor Trend certify it. Then it goes to the auction, and then it ends up at another dealer's lot. In fact, you may have seen some of our rejects somewhere else. All right? But once we inspect it, we don't stop there. Then we guarantee it. We don't guarantee it with some laughable 1-1 powertrain-only warranty. We guarantee it with a 6-month, 7,500-mile comprehensive mechanical warranty that covers most of the mechanical workings of the vehicle, subject to a small deductible. And by the way, if you plan on keeping your vehicle more than 6 months, you can extend that out to 3, 4, even 5 years. Okay, so if you worried about buying somebody else's problem when you got out of the car, you don't have to worry about that now. Those three things right there. If you didn't mention another part of the program, will help you more vehicles. if the customer buys what you've got to say. If they don't buy what you've got to say, it's worthless. That's why, is building rapport, I mean, from what I read everywhere, car sales are no longer needed, and everybody's going to be purchasing online within 6 weeks. Is rapport building still important? Yeah, it is. If I don't like you, what happens to the chances of you delivering me a vehicle? If I like you, they go up exponentially. And this is interesting. I used to think trust was more important than like, and then somebody drew a great analogy. A young lady says, well, I think liking's more important. I said, why do you think that? She says, well, anytime somebody in my circle of friends goes on a blind date, and the next day we never say, did you trust him? We always ask him, did you like him? And then it occurred to me that in order for me to trust you, I got to like you first. If I don't like you, you're never going to get a chance to build trust with me. So is trust important? Sure it is. But I got to like you first. That's why this early trade walk, as you will see, is one of the greatest ways to build rapport with the customer.